Let's go
What's
again.
going on? Welcome back, everybody.
Let's
I
go
couldn't even hear you.
again.
I played the intro.
Yeah.
What's good? How you been? What's good?
Uh, Surviving. I've been surviving this COVID-19. Still looking like I don't know, like castaway, cast off. I don't know, survivor. This is getting because I come on this thing and I see you, a fresh face,
Yeah,
looking
right.
good, always looking good, looking fly, looking fresh. And then I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah, maybe I'm putting too much time into it.
what? What do you mean? What else are you gonna do? I just can't get to my barber, man. I can't even. This is like, this is, see that? Like, this lineup is like, I'm gonna say, just screw it. I'm just gonna go pro, and I'm just gonna see how long I can get this. This
Yeah,
is,
you've been going for so that
I've been going, but it's like, it's not even, this is not cooperating with me right now. See this, I'm in need of manscaping, yes, but I'm like, okay, this is a situation. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
just let it grow, but
yeah.
this is not cooperating with me right now. Not cooperating.
The irony of me playing that song, so I know it's overkill on the radio, but yeah, it's because I always like diss Will Smith, but like I told you, I ended up liking Bad Boys for Life, right?
You didn't tell me that. What do you mean?
Well, we were gonna do a trailer park follow up, f up follow ups to which we did, and I was gonna do another one because I watched it. Right.
Finally watched it, but this is news. You like
Well,
Bad
it caught
Boys?
my attention. It was like one of those so my wife and I started another. We watched Tiger King. We got wrapped up in that. Did
Yeah,
you heard about that?
yeah. I popped in on an episode that Chantal was watching. I was kind of like, wait, what? And it looked really interesting, so I just kind of backed off. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back to that.
Yeah,
But yeah, she was watching it. I was kind of like, interesting premise. I'm like, okay, this is weird.
they're complete train wrecks, right? Like you can't take your eyes off it. But what I was saying is like, so we watched all 6 episodes of that, and it's just hysterical. Like the craziness is so hysterical that you can't take your eyes off it. You want to see what comes next because it's not like you get nothing out of it, obviously, but you can't believe people are like that in real life. Like this has to be acting.
Sadly, it ain't. It's crazy. I was just kind of like, when people, okay, there's animal lovers, and then there's people that put animals at another level. That's kind of like, you wish you were an animal, don't you? Like you do. I know you do. You wish that you were the animal that you love more than human beings, which is interesting because it's. And I mean, I'm sure Mike has some flack for this, but um, they're human. So they
Mhm.
function
Like
at
the
the
one lady, Carol, like Carol Baskin, who was like a direct competitor, and she came
yeah,
into some world like she always wears tiger prints, and you're like, like this person wants to be a tiger.
yeah. You're like, wow, that's interesting. Like you don't see like tigers or lion or anything wanting to be human. No, it's just it's always just the one way around. I mean, sure, like a dog might walk on two legs, or somebody might walk on two legs for a little bit, but then they
Yeah, yeah.
realize this ain't like for my species. This ain't really gonna help me out. But dressing like a tiger,
All like prints, everything. The whole house is just like they're just like what do they call it? The swag. They're sweating in it.
yeah, they're sweating in that swag. That's right.
So we got into we're watching now Ozark because there's some big hype I think about the finale of season 3 Ozark. Are you watching Ozark?
We finished Ozark, and it was
Okay,
how.
don't please don't spoil anything because we're on the first season right now. Second
Oh, okay,
episode.
you're just okay. You're
We're gonna
just
get caught up.
okay. Yeah. Ozark is. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoy Ozark. It's one of my faves.
Okay. Was it so the was it season 3 finale? Is that what the hype was?
Yeah. There's a lot going on in that season 3 and the third
Okay.
season. I won't spoil it for you, but
Okay,
yes, stay tuned,
appreciate.
watch it. Yeah, good times. That's good times.
Oh, too good, too good. Well, yeah. So I was because Tiger King, you could be partially attentive. So I was saying a new standard for me is, can I surf on my phone and kind of semi pay attention? I don't have to keep my eyes on it the whole time. And I'm like, can I just listen? If something catches my interest, I'll be like, like back and forth only, right? I'm more like,
question. I gotta ask this question. Why did you decide that is the standard? Like, can I still surf the phone and pay attention to what's going on there?
Because I was just thinking, like, nowadays, if you're a filmmaker, TV, you have to like, I think you have to be cognizant that like your material can be, because nobody, like I was saying before, my attention span is probably that of like an Instagram story, like a minute. That's it, So, and you can't keep someone's attention constantly for the 54 minutes of the episode that you have. 30 minutes is a long time now, right? So arguably 5 minutes and so on. So if it can, unravel the storyline but doesn't require your full attention the whole time, I think that's the way it's got to be. And I wonder if there are filmmakers, showrunners now, script writers that get it. They're like, okay, we can pull together a storyline, but people are going to be on this the whole time.
Yeah.
Social.
Yes.
Their smartphone. If they're not watching on the smartphone.
Absolutely. And actually, Quibi, have you heard of that service?
A lot of advertising on it right now. So what's the deal with it?
Because people are addicted to their phones, so why not offer content, that is curated and made for the phone, so you can watch a movie and watch a bunch of other new shows and stuff on your phone. So what exactly? I could be watching this show and that show at the same time, thanks to Quibi. I don't know. As a writer, I'm always like, oh, dude, and I get it. I understand the attention span of the mass population is getting shorter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get it. I get the conundrum, but at the same time, it's like my daughter, she has a short attention span.
Yeah, right from the get-go, right?
Right. So I'm kind of at odds where I'm like, okay, because everything is trending towards that, everyone's like, well, the content needs to be short, you need to get people, blah, blah, blah. So I have to kind of remind myself, okay, don't get angry that she's not paying attention anymore. Like,
yeah,
she's actually
going to be the way of the world, really.
Exactly. So it's my job to kind of go, okay, I've got to teach to that and not try to correct it, even though I'm just kind of like, no, like, give your attention to something for the appropriate time, then you're going to, you'll find the mystery or whatever. But what are you going to do?
Yeah, no, absolutely. When my son wakes up in the morning, like, we're guilty of it. He can have the iPad, but he prefers the iPad over television. We like television, obviously, so bigger screen, you can see it, and then, hands-free.
Yeah.
He can play at the same time, have breakfast at the same time, that kind of thing, and whatever. But he likes the iPad because he can, he has choice. He can go through his selections, so I do know that's why he likes it, because he can control it. And the thing is, like, 30 seconds, boom, next thing. He doesn't even finish what he's watching, and like he's on to the next one, right? But when it's interesting, I wanted to bring this up. I wonder if you've seen it. Trolls World Tour is out.
I'm excited for that. Actually, I can't listen. I can't.
I mean, traditionally it would go to cinemas, but because of the whole COVID-19 situation, it's like a on-demand thing right away, right?
Yeah.
We did that movie, The Hunt. We were talking about Hilary Swank movie, The Hunt, and the same thing. And movies that were due to release like in the spring, summer, basically they're going right to on-demand. So we've watched it like 20 times. We have it on the IPTV.
Oh, and,
right. I didn't even realize that this movie I thought it has been out for months, and it actually just came out, I think, on Good Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
So we've watched it like 20 times already, but it's like when he does find a movie that he enjoys, then he sticks to it. We watch it over and over again. But the thing is, it has to have color and movement and music and song and dance and that kind of thing. It really has to have all those things to like garner his attention.
The
I
Keep is
wondered if you guys watched it already.
no. We've only seen the first one, and then my daughter saw just like the little ad for it, so she's very
Yeah.
excited to see that. And so we're gonna jump into that one. I'm sure it's gonna be.
Oh, it's
It's
great.
because
Two thumbs up, like a dad. This is dad pods now. Two
oh yeah,
thumbs up. Trolls World Tour.
because you
Tons of
watched the
music.
first one, right?
Pardon me?
You watched the first one, right?
No, haven't even seen the
What?
first one. No, we watched some troll special today just because we were backtracking. I was seeing if we had it on the IPTV.
Right.
But no, we this is the first one I've seen, but I don't think they have. It's not like the storyline. Like you had to watch the first one to get
Oh,
the
I'm sure
second
you
one.
don't. Yeah, no. It's just it's a great movie just because for a while I was branched. Like you got to in the first
You
one,
were Branch, yeah,
yeah, he's just
yeah. Oh
the
yeah,
dude. And then I told my daughter, I'm like, yeah, I am Branch. Yeah, no, you can call me Branch.
that's it.
And then when we were in the car and then the song came on, of course, it's Justin Timberlake. He's like, Daddy, your song. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. It's me. And then Chantel's like, yeah, you're not Justin Timberlake. I'm like,
No, you're not.
it doesn't
You're
matter.
not JT.
But my daughter thinks I'm Branch.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that relationship continues on in the other one. I don't want to spoil it, but the kids will truly enjoy that one. So I think that's great.
Like I could do a trailer park prediction for that, and like I'll still watch it though for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to. But I love how these animated movies, CGI movies, they obviously incorporate some adult stuff so that you're laughing and you get kind of like inside jokes on this stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, and it at least it captures your attention because it's not just for the kids.
Yes, but okay, we got
Yeah.
way off topic. You still
That's
didn't
okay.
tell me why you like Bad Boys. I still need to know.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is gonna be a seg, by the way. We're gonna cut it just at the movies for this one. Then we'll do our
Oh,
own
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
in the
yeah.
next episode. But yeah,
Oh,
why did I like it? Well, it's the same thing, I guess. Actually, let me tie it all in. Like Trolls was music, it was lights, it was neon, it was like hot Miami, like like so. In fact, the opening scene of Trolls is like a EDM dance music, like rave, and there's this whole nostalgia for me. I'm very interested in going to Miami. It's one of my regrets not going there before all of this. I don't know what travel is going to be like after COVID-19, but like before it was like kind of cheeseball Miami to me, like when they would do it in Bad Boys 1 and 2. But this one, like, okay, they played it up, club scene, that like the Latin culture, the music. This song is played constantly. The Black Eyed Peas and J Balvin Ritmo song, like it's constantly playing, and I'm like, oh, I love this song now
yeah.
because I would like hear it on the radio, like just clips, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And, good rhythm. It must be the hot song right now. And then when you put it, you get a great soundtrack with that. But what caught my attention is the big budget, the budget spent on the star power, right? And they were playing up their usuals, the ridiculous comedy, the ridiculous, just like Will Smith being Will Smith and Martin Lawrence being Martin Lawrence, right?
Okay.
So there's continuity between 1, 2, 3. You're like, okay, will they be the same in this one? Same jokes, same inside jokes, that kind of thing. Same mo, like Michael Lowry and like his flashiness and spending of money and like douchiness, and yeah, despite like the thriller parts, they sprinkle in the comedy constantly, and I'm like, that kept me engaged. Because if it was sometimes if it's like too thriller and they don't hit you with the shocker a lot fast enough, you're like, when are you gonna do this? Or
Yeah.
if it's too many jokes and then it's not back to some kind of suspense, so they sprinkled it in together and strung it away all the way through. So I was like, that's the Bad Boy formula.
Wow. Okay. So they got you. So this, just want to point out, like, because you were able to enjoy the movie with a celebrity that you've been known to dislike, that goes back to just incredible writing. Because you knew you were actually at a deficit. Well, not a deficit. You were
Say that. That's true.
Like, nah, I ain't gonna like
going
this
in
because of X, Y, and Z. I don't like his acting. I don't like it. I don't like what
that was formulaic. Yeah,
exactly. So, but you got in and you were entertained and you enjoyed it. So it's like, and just to say like for that star power to say yes to like, yeah, I want to do another one of these. They had to say yes to that story. They had to be like, hey, yeah, why would we tell another Bad Boys? Like, what is the point of bringing these characters back? Like, come on, you know? So, do you want to see a fourth one?
Do you know the ending? They
Yeah.
open it up.
Yeah.
Am I interested? No, not in the light. No, because it's like now it goes back to where I started. Like you said, that deficit. So the deficit will be there again.
Yeah.
It's not something I think that he can overcome, or the writers, or what. Like, because it's going to involve his son, and I'm like, so this is it's legacy now. Like a more Will Smith through another. Like it's like when he did movies with his son. What's the name of that movie that he did with his son? Like they're the last two people on the planet.
After Earth or something.
That could be it.
I think After Earth.
What's his name? Jaden?
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I heard it was all right. I heard it was all right.
Oh, well, Pursuit of Happiness, which I actually, After Earth. That's it, 2013.
Pursuit of Happiness was, I like that one.
Which one?
Pursuit of Happiness.
That's the only Will Smith movie that I actually really like.
And Bad Boys 4.
I didn't say I like Bad Boy 4. I was entertained by it.
You're okay.
Can I renege? If I did say that, we got the tape now, but rewind it and edit.
That could be like,
it up. I was entertained. I like Bad Boy now.
Will Smith entertained me for 2.5 hours or 3 hours, whatever.
It's the throwing up emoji.
Oh, just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, no. It is what it is.
That's amazing. No, I'm glad.
Yeah. I think it had more to do with the music than anything.
I know. I can just see like salsa dancing too.
I'm like, okay, Latin dancing. Let's go.
Amazing.
Yeah, like soundtrack can make everything the right song, the right season. You know, summer.
Yeah.
It's just like patio, barbecue, club, whatever. Driving with the windows down. Like sometimes that has everything to do with it. Have you ever been roped into a movie because of a song or a soundtrack?
Yeah.
And then you watched it and you were like, oh, the best part of that was the song.
I think that was,
and you could only watch it. You could only hear it at the end credits.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, oh, actually, yeah, there was. I can't remember the movie. Actually, well, I was gonna say Across the Universe. Have you seen that one? It was like,
no,
basically like a lot of the Beatles songs, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then I was like, what is this? I don't know. I can't remember what that movie's about, to be honest. But it was the music going in. I was like, okay, the Beatles, like, yeah, some classics, whatever. Just throw the Beatles and like have a good time.
That's funny. The best thing they could do is get the soundtrack.
Nah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yo, that's good. That's a great comeback segment. We're halfway into April, and I haven't really dropped anything yet on the podcast, but I'm looking forward to doing this because I'm doing a lot more YouTube stuff. And so you guys hopefully have seen our channel, the Podcast and Chill Show.
That's the Podcast and Chill Show. The best show you've never heard about.
Until now. Or seen until now. So I love this one. It's smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. You got some value from this today. Smash that, boom. And I have been doing a little bit more editing, but I haven't found anything that does that that links in like the next videos of, but I'd love to.
Those are the templates. Those are the templates you want to After Effects that you throw in.
Yes. I would love to hear your comments, guys, about that, and tell me. Yeah, because you see it on social and TikTok, especially people being stuck at home. They're doing a lot more TikTok videos and animated stuff and lip syncing and so on. So it's a good time to be an at-home entertainer, I think.
Yeah, actually, there is I think there's a fund or something, or somebody's looking for that kind of project where somebody can just do it at home, very low budget, and just kind of shoot and go.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of networks are kind of looking for that, especially right now, because content content is king, and if you can still produce content while you're, being locked down because of COVID, then you're creator.
That's talent is talent, star power is star power. If you got a following, it's funny. Like, I always felt like, okay, put us in the studio. Like when we do the podcast, I'm like,
yeah,
okay, there we go. It's a match. Right? Like I'm like, I feel at home, anyways.
Yeah,
certainly you enjoy that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
That's why we're so thankful to Brian and Grayson Music and
yes.
What's the name of the studio?
Signal and
Signal. Yes, the Signal Studios. But it's interesting when I watch like my favorite sportscaster guys, and like let's say they work for ESPN or Fox or whatever, and now they're working remotely, and they got like basically the setup I have. It's not impressive anymore.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is all it is.
Oh my god, it's so like if you have a studio and you have like high production, like it arguably it makes the content better.
Oh, absolutely.
And the content's it may not even be that great. It's definitely right.
We talked a little bit about the shortening of the attention span, right? So you're not just listening; your eyes have to be sold first. So now I'm looking at you because the production value is high. Now you have a bit more time to tell me something that I can hear something of value, right? So, but if the content looks not as great, then no, it's that filter, right? You're just kind of discerning quickly, a lot of information being thrown at you. What do I believe? I'll believe something that looks good and then judge if it sounds good.
Yeah. Some guys have maintained a presence online and on television, and more than half of it, sometimes it just feels like the production. Like if you put them like in a a regular at-home office kind of thing, and then you're like, it accentuates the fact that like what they're talking about is not that great. It's just because they have the platform, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So anyways, I think that's great. Can we you have anything else to add entertainment wise, non-COVID, to lighten the mood?
Non-COVID sex. We're talking about non-COVID things. No, that was
yeah, I know. It's like it dominates everything, so it's actually a refresher to hang with you and not talk about that kind of stuff. But I mean, the next segment we will. So
and of course
we're just gonna come full circle.
But yeah, no, it was great to just shoot the shit and talk about other things. Like talk about life outside of COVID.
Haircuts, Ozark, Tiger King, Trolls World Tour Part 2.
Yeah. Bad Boys 3.
Bad Boys 3, Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys for Life.
And yeah, they don't even like relinquish that. So it's just crazy.
Good.
Crazy.
Branding is important.
Yeah, they're branding all the way through. Like they do what they do best. So right on. Thanks guys for joining us. Podcast and Chill Show on YouTube.
New show, the best show you've never heard about.
Until now. So smash that subscribe button, send us some comments. Yeah, just
smash it.
Smash it a couple times. Yeah.
I forget.
Hey, did you hear about that new boxing show on YouTube? Yeah, it's called Podcast and Chill Show.
It's a boxing show?
It's an MMA show. No, it's not. No,
no, they're throwing hands, though.
They throw, though. They throw down.
Oh, amazing. Oh, the hilarious Neil Quinto.
And the wonderful, the maniac, the brainiac, the elegant Christopher Bernard.
One descriptor.
The dad bods, the bromance continues. Thank you for joining us. Yes, look for the next video and podcast coming up next. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. Have a good night. We salute you. Love you. Good night.